Hello, welcome to another edition of Chris Speaks. I am your host, Chris Thompson. I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore, and neither should you. Alright, so we got a pretty good show ahead of us. Okay, so they had the UN Security Council had a meeting on the situation in Gaza, and the representative of Palestine basically called out Israel and the U.S. on their bullshit and their lies, and Israel basically said they have a right to blow up any UN facility because they're all Hamas. Right here, buddy. Wait. Right here, buddy. Got to do it on the correct side here. I don't know why I'm doing everything. Probably because this microphone's kind of in the way, so I'm doing everything with my other hand. Okay, so then there's been a rocket attack on Golan Heights, which is part of Israel that was annexed from Syria. So there's been a rocket attack. Somehow that magical Iron Dome didn't let all these rockets in. And Hezbollah swears they didn't do it, and Israel says they did it. But this is the thing about Hezbollah: they always brag about doing crap. So I don't know. We'll talk about this. It's a little shady, and it seems like it might even be an inside job, but there's no evidence of that. That's just my own thoughts. Okay, so one more headline is this black woman called the police because she thought there was a prowler and ended up getting shot in the face by the cop. Okay, so let's get started. So on July 27th, the UN Security Council held a meeting in which the Palestinian representative called out the U.S. and Israel for the genocide in Gaza. Like usual, the U.S. denied any wrongdoing. They denied any Israel of any wrongdoing. Okay, so and then the council addressed Israel attacking UN aid workers and attacks on buildings, UN buildings. Okay, so speaking on behalf of the aid workers, he said, "These are the ones that should be supported and cheered, not those attacking them, not those killing the innocent civilians. Anyone trying to help them, rescue them, heal them, or simply report on their unjust and untimely death." Pretty deep there, huh? He's calling them out on their shit. He called for a ceasefire and said the Security Council isn't doing anything to ensure the ceasefire, and kept calling Israel war criminals. Well, this is the thing. He basically said, if the Security Council's authority will do nothing about what Israel's doing to Palestine, what true authority do they really have? He's basically saying, you claim you have authority, then use it. But they're not going to. It's just, that's the problem with the UN, especially when it's the Security Council, because everybody can agree with it except the United States, and all the United States has to do is veto it and it's thrown out. So I don't think it's cool. They need to change that shit. Why do we get to veto everything? What was I saying? Okay, so yeah, he called out the Security Council as well. He called for a ceasefire, said the security. Okay, I already read that. He kept calling Israel criminals and war criminals, okay, so sorry, I'm working on it. The United States once again lied for Israel, denying that they are blocking aid into Gaza, even though everybody else is saying they're doing. All the U.S. aid workers, not U.S., but all the aid workers that are in Gaza, all of them, my point is, they're all saying, or even experts in our own government said, they are blocking aid. The UN has said they are intentionally starving people. They are using starvation as a weapon. But then you're going to gaslight everyone like that's not going on. I mean, everybody's saying there was a report. The United States wanted to do a report, and they ended up doing a report, but they got these experts all there. They got all these experts together as reference to, and then told them what they felt about. Basically, they reported to the people who were to make the report that Israel is intentionally blocking aid, but yet they ignored them and then went ahead and falsified the paper and said that they find no evidence that that's happening at all. So several people resigned. One person specifically from that group of people that was supposed to give them the information. So she resigned because something's coming up on the screen. Okay. So she resigned because they didn't even listen to what she had to say, and she couldn't be a part of it anymore. She couldn't be a part of a system that's responsible for what's going on in Gaza. Yes, our government is directly responsible for what's going on in Gaza. Directly. Our government is using your tax dollars to send bombs to Israel so they can blow people up some more, blow up some more toddlers, because that's their expertise. You know, I mean, if toddler bombing was a Olympic sport, they'd get the freaking gold on that. Israel would get the total gold for toddler bombing, because that's what they're good at. They're good at killing kids and innocent men, women, children, people with severe mental disabilities. They're cowards. And you don't even call it a war, it's a slaughter. That's what it is. That's what it's always been. I mean, people are acting like this is, well, I know it's gotten to the tipping point finally, but everyone's acting, even Bernie Sanders, and I love the guy, he even says something about, this is not the Israel of the past. What are you talking about? This is exactly the Israel of the past. This is what they've been doing for a long time. They've just finally got people in there with enough cojones, or whatever you want to call it, assholeness is more like it, to basically finish doing what they intended to do in the first place. No, it's not the Israel, it is the Israel of the past. Only difference is it's on a higher, they've just completely demolished Gaza, and it's been live streamed. You think that there'd be anybody that gave a crap if it wasn't live streamed? Not really. I mean, yeah. But I mean, you can't deny it, because it's been on the internet everywhere. Okay, so let me get back to this. Okay. Oh yeah, he even decried. Oh wait. Okay, so Israel was denying that they are blocking aid. He also decried Netanyahu's speech to Congress. And I won't go into details on that because I didn't write it down. So, okay, so the Israeli representative basically blamed everything on Iran. It's all Iran's fault. So, Iran's fault, October 7th, and they have no control. They can just blow everything all to hell. But Iran did it. And I'm not defending Iran, and I'm not defending Hamas. I'm defending freaking justice, man. So the Israeli representative, he blamed everything on Iran. He claimed that Israel is dedicated. Israel is and has always been dedicated to the humanitarian struggle in Gaza. Yes, the dude sounds like Arnold Schwarzenegger, man. If you don't want people to compare you to Nazis, don't send a representative to the UN that sounds like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I mean, give me, we are not the fascist. Okay, so he claims, oh yeah, that they're dedicated to blah, blah, blah. This is a total lie. Not only are they intentionally targeting civilians, but they are blocking aid into Gaza. The UN has decided that they are starving people. They are using starvation as a weapon. But no, they do not. It's not a tumor. He claimed that Hamas was stealing the aid, yet all of the aid workers said that they weren't being let in by Israel, or they were ended up with some checkpoint where asshole settlers come stop trucks that they know are going into Gaza and destroying all the aid, or Israel will take the aid from the trucks. And I've seen where they just have this big ass, like, huge, like almost like an outdoor warehouse where it's just, there's all the food there. All of the aid is there, and it's just being left there to rot. So, I mean, everybody says it's going on except the U.S. and Israel, and whatever Israel's more closer allies are. Okay, so I mean, he claimed that Hamas was stealing the aid, yet all of the aid workers are saying it's Israel. Then they're going to say, well, the aid workers are Hamas. That was bad. That wasn't one of my better accents. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. This guy sounds like Arnold Schwarzenegger. If you don't want to be, like I said, okay, I've already said this, but if you don't want to be compared to Nazis, don't have a guy who sounds like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I mean, total fucking Nazi sounding douche. I mean, this dude, he discredited the Gaza Health Ministry. The health ministry is run by Hamas. You can't trust them. So actually, I mean, you can trust them. These are numbers that the U.S., everyone in the world has always gone by, including Israel, except now they don't want the real numbers out because they're afraid that if they know how many people they're killing, that there will be repercussions and they won't be able to do it. So they're trying to kill everyone as quick as possible. I mean, I'm going to call this guy Arnold Schwarzenegger. I am Arnold Schwarzenegger. I love Israel. I'm sorry, I have to make fun of total dude. I think they're like military guy that goes out and addresses the media in Israel. Totally, he has the same thick accent. It's like, dude, these guys are literally like probably descendants of Nazis and are new. I don't know. I mean, come on. They're obviously Austrian, the Germanic peoples. Okay, I know I shouldn't make fun of people's accents and stuff, but I mean, it's fun. I know. Hey, they do the same crap on Saturday Night Live, man. They do some jokes sometimes, especially back in the day that you were like, it was almost cringe sometimes. Okay, I missed something. Okay. Okay, so I've already done that. Ironically, he called Hamas child killers and rapists, which he's referring to something that didn't happen. Yes, the October 7th attacks happened, but they lied about there being beheaded babies. They lied about there being systematic rape. So he's just trying to further these bullshit lies that have been debunked like last year, the end of last year, because they've been doing the same thing. So he's calling them killers and rapists when we know that Israel at this point has killed, I don't know, I haven't seen the new numbers, like 18,000 to 19,000, closer to 19,000 children. Not 1,900, 19,000 children, but you're calling them child killers. There's all these reports of people being raped to death in Israeli prisons. And these people have done nothing wrong. Israel just likes to gather up a bunch of, for some reason they like to grab up a bunch of people and charge them with no crime, Palestinians, and then they torture them and rape them. They literally will take like a hot piece of metal or something that has electricity going through it, and they'll sodomize them with it. This is like, seriously. So they want to talk about rapists and child killers, and no, I'm completely against Hamas for the most part, because I mean, what they did just ended up, ended up with Israel doing what they want. I'm not saying, oh, it gives Israel the right to do it just because what happened, and we're not even really sure what all happened. We do know on October 7th because the Israeli government isn't saying anything about it. Like we just found out now, like in the past month, that, oh, never mind, I forgot what I was talking about. Okay, so anyways, let's get on with this. Okay, I want to read this part. Okay, so then in my notes here, it says, "This is bold, coming from a man who represents a country that has killed around 18,000 children in Gaza and rapes Palestinians in their concentration camps." That's literally what they are. They torture them, and hell, Ben-Gvir, who's actually been accused of being part of the torture, like this sicko fucking likes to do the torture, man. And so I would believe it. I mean, they haven't really, no one's investigated them because no one's going to, but he probably has. Oh, what was my point? Well, it's just they're the ones doing the rapes and the child killing, and then they're like blaming it on Hamas, which Hamas is not. They're not great guys, man. They do some bad stuff. But to punish them, you collectively punish the Palestinian people? How is that right? Okay, I know I'm getting off on a tangent. I always do. You guys, anybody, like my whole 15 viewers, the 15 people who subscribe to my channel, they know how I am. They're probably mostly my friends. Man, I don't know how to get videos. I guess you have to have money to make money. And anything I'm going to do that's like this, they're not going to monetize it because they won't monetize stuff that's controversial. So most of the good crap, whatever, man. I don't know. Just sick of it. Okay, okay, the debunked lies. Oh yeah, and then then the representative of Israel, he keeps repeating debunked stuff, and one of the debunked things was the claim that the UNRWA, which is basically the humanitarian, basically the people building hospitals and schools and supplying them with food. They accused them of this like months and months ago, and it's just a bullshit excuse for them to blow up all the UN stuff. It's ridiculous. And all they do is lie. They lie and they lie and they lie. And like, do they really think the American people are that stupid? Do they really think the world's that stupid? Apparently they do. Okay. Yeah, so the UNRWA, the aid workers they claimed a long time ago that they were connected with Hamas, which, yeah, Hamas. The retarded guy, sorry, I shouldn't use retarded. The guy with Down syndrome, he was Hamas. The dogs were Hamas. Arnold Schwarzenegger's Hamas. No, just kidding. He's not. He's just a jerk. Nah, I think Arnold Schwarzenegger's cool, kind of. The only thing he was kind of crappy as the governor of California, though. Sorry, Arnold. I like your movies, man. Alright, so, yeah, like Arnold Schwarzenegger wouldn't watch this. He's like, I'm watching the TV, leave me alone. Sorry, I can't stop doing the Austrian accent. It just cracks me up. Yeah. Oh yeah, okay, so you know where this is going next. So therefore, if they're affiliated with Hamas, they can blow up all the UN workers, and hey, it's within the law because they're Hamas. I'm tired of it. Like, is anyone out there still stupid enough to believe that they used they've used more explosives in Gaza than were used like in basically the non-nuclear equivalent to in the brain work in World War II. And where was I going in World War II? Oh, well, I didn't write this down in the notes, so I kind of get mixed up here sometimes. So I don't remember what I was talking about, but oh yeah, about the UN headquarters. It's like, yeah, their claim is that because there's some provisions in the laws that if something that's protected is being used as a military depot or whatever, that they can attack it, but they haven't sent any, they haven't like investigated themselves, which they shouldn't be investigating themselves. Someone should be investigating themselves. This is another thing that they claim that cannot be, they keep lying, and then people don't even expect them to prove what they're saying, and because they can't. It's just crazy that their excuse for slaughtering what. Okay, they keep saying like now it's like, I don't know what they're at, like 98,000 or whatever. No, they're lower than that. Anyways, there was and this was a few months ago, I think. They were called, it's a medical journal called, oh, I can't remember what it's called, but The Lancet. The Lancet made an estimate of not just everything they're counting when we see the numbers on TV or on the internet and stuff. Those are just people that they dropped bombs on. Those are the people that that's not including all the people that die because of lack of access to medication and medical treatment. They don't talk about the people who are dying of cancer and could have been treated, but they have no supplies coming in to treat them. Meanwhile, the United States and whoever is kissing the butt of Israel is lying and saying that this stuff's not happening. And it's just freaking annoying. That, I mean, I had to look online for like independent media and media that's outside of the United States, and like stuff that they always try to like, everyone always tries to, oh, what was it? Okay, so Al Jazeera, they're like the best reporters in the world. They get the stories out. But now I saw it was on YouTube. They have a little, it's got like an exclamation mark, and you, is it an exclamation mark or is it a, yeah? And you look at it, and it says, oh, they're funded. And Al Jazeera is funded in part or by whole by Qatar. What are they doing there? Oh, it's Qatar, and we can't trust them if it's public television. So you can't. We've got PBS here. They got BBC in England. They don't say you can't trust anything the BBC says because they're British, or you can't trust because they're not only are they British. They're public television. So fucking what? Everybody has public television. Nobody's discrediting PBS because they're funded by the American government. I mean, give me a break. They actually are their stories, they still leave a lot out, and they still kind of pander to the pro-Israel side, but they do tell more of the truth. But really, I mean, if you guys want news, the real news as it's coming, Al Jazeera, man. Al Jazeera English, it's here on YouTube. It's here on YouTube. You can find it. It's good to watch. Okay, I'm getting off in another tangent again. Okay, and then oh yeah, this was the, oh, this is where I called him Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's awesome. I gotta patent that one. Not patent it, copyright that. He goes and he talks about peace and security, as if this assault on Gaza, as the murder of all these children, is helping. Are they helping them are they helping it to be more peaceful, or are they getting attacked by Hezbollah and oh come on, I can't think of the names. What's the country? The other guys, the Houthis. Okay, they got them, and they got the Houthis attacking them, and then they started crap. Israel had started crap with whatchamacallit, Iran, which they're still they're trying to. That what dumbass said. What's the dumbass guy? Netanyahu guy. Okay, so Netanyahu, his speech was he did the same thing where he tried to say, well, the only thing way they can have peace is to attack Iran. No, know how you can have peace and security? You stop killing people, you give them back their damn land, and we're not talking about, if you ask me, they should give it all back. They should give it all back, and they need to find, the other guys, the Israelis need to find somewhere else to go. Because, I mean, it's their land. It was always their land. It doesn't matter if England had decided it was their land, or the Ottomans decided it was their land. No, they were there first, and if they're there first, it's their damn land. So give them back their land. But actually, and they won't even do this. The only thing this is what the people, even the extremists, like so for the Palestinians, what are they called? Come on, Hamas. So what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Oh, damn it. Oh yeah, the peace thing. It's like even Hamas. Everybody said you leave us. You leave us alone, we'll leave you alone. And this thing of the state. Oh, that's where I was going to. Because even Hamas, even what Hamas wants, and the rest of the Palestinian people, all they want is pre-67 borders. All they want is the West Bank with no settlements, East Jerusalem, and with no settlements, and Gaza with no settlements, and they can still have Israel can still have 80% of the land. But that's not what they want. They don't want any of it. And so going back to the last recording I did. So Netanyahu. Oh, what was I talking about? Netanyahu. Okay, so I don't know. Oh yeah, that's what it was. He was saying, Netanyahu was basically trying to get the United States to go to war with Iran, and so is this jackoff. So, I mean, you got people that want all the land. You got the other people that all they want to do is not be killed and not be messed with and just have their little chunks of land and be happy. So why don't you just give it to them? It's that easy. All these attacks, all this stuff can stop. You just got to give them self-determination, their own land, give them the territories they want, give the territories that the UN says belongs to them. You give them self-determination, and no, not some demilitarized crap that that will keep the same situation going. No, none of that. If Israel has the right to defend themselves, then Palestinians have the right to defend themselves. But I don't want it. I want a real military. I don't want Hamas, because Hamas is stupid. They're even stupider than the people in control in Israel. This freaking religious fanatical nonsense. God is not on your side. God doesn't want anybody to kill anybody. But the Israelis, they think God's on their side. American Christians, they think God is on their side. And the Muslims think God is on their side. No, God's not on any side, because you assholes keep killing innocent people. All of them. Hezbollah kills innocent people. Israel kills way more innocent people. Hamas kills innocent people. The Houthis kill innocent people. I'm tired of all that shit. Like, can't you attack each other and not just be cowards and blow up toddlers? I mean, come on, man. It doesn't take a lot of intelligence to realize that what's going on. All you got to do is actually know what's going on, research it. Most people don't know the history. Most of the people that are like, I'm pro-Israel, have no idea nothing about that region. And they literally think they have Christians literally thinking that they're the same, they're the Israelites or something. It's like, really? Then how come you came from Europe? How come Netanyahu his dad changed their name from some like weird Russian name because they were Russian? I shouldn't say weird. It's Russian. I don't know what Russian has to do with the Middle East. Like, seriously, except for the fact that a lot of the Israelis in the Middle East are descended from Russians. And there goes my dog barking at something. It's a madhouse, but I wouldn't have it any other way. I love my animals. Okay, I'm good at that. Oh yeah, okay, so this is what I had said, replied to the thing of peace and security. The only thing that will bring peace and security, I'm going to rehash some of the things I just said, is ending the occupation and dismantling the illegal settlements and the territory and then the occupied territories. The only way for peace and security is the self-determination of the Palestinian people. I get tired of these Israel aggressors playing the victim card. Well, they kill a bunch of people and they play the victims. Like, they're not going after. If they actually were going after Hamas, with all the things they blew up, Hamas would be gone. But they're not. They're not, because they consider everyone to be Hamas. They're insane. I mean, you even had people like, I think it was Bill Maher and Bill Burr, and they were talking, and Bill Maher basically said that the kids, the Harvard kids, which he calls stupid, yeah, because Harvard students are stupid. Give me a break. Oh yeah, the whole point that they were supporting Hamas, and Bill Burr, I think it's Bill Burr, I could be wrong. So he's not little, but he's like kind of, he likes a little short, kind of a bald guy, kind of balding or something. But but he was basically saying, he said, no, they're in support of the Palestinian people, and Bill Maher said the same thing. And that's the mentality. That's the mentality. Israel is not the victim. Like, an occupying force by definition cannot be the victim because they are the perpetrators. And Teddy, be quiet. My dog. I don't know if you guys can. This thing picks up everything, so probably. Okay, so I'm done with that story. So the next one's the Rockets in Golan Heights. Okay. So, you people, like you guys, you probably know that 11 people, mostly Israeli Druze. Druze are like, they're kind of like, I don't know, like a nomadic people. They're kind of like, oh, I can't think of the other people that they have. There's another people that are nomadic, and some of them are even like Jewish. But oh, I don't want to go into that because I can't remember shit sometimes. When I can, like a year later, I'll remember exactly what I was trying to think about. So these people were killed, and it was a lot of them were kids on a soccer field, which is a lot like what Israel did to Palestinians, which kind of makes you think. And why it makes you think is because Israel is blaming Hezbollah. But Hezbollah says, no, we didn't do it. You could say they're lying, but they could be. But Hezbollah always, all these terrorist organizations, freedom fighters, if you want to call them that, which some people do, but their tactics are not nice. Killing people, anybody killing innocent people is wrong. Don't kill people. Especially don't kill people that have nothing to do with the war and the military infrastructure. But this is the thing, they always brag about it. Hezbollah always brags about it, and nobody else is coming out in responsibility for the responsibility of it. Okay, so Golan Heights is actually part of Syria, and it was annexed by Israel, which means it's basically another occupied territory, but it's Syrian territory that they've annexed. Okay, so that's my point. So now it's all Israelis now, and the attack was on Druze, which Israel doesn't care about. And I'm going to get into, I know I'm saying a few things that are speculative, and we'll get into them in a little bit. But so they blame Hezbollah. Hezbollah says, no, we didn't do it, but Israel attacks Lebanon anyways. And like, it's just crazy. They always brag about it. All those guys, Hamas and all of them, they always brag when they do something like this. So they're saying they're not doing, and this is what makes it kind of that, and what I'm about to tell you makes it kind of suspicious. Suddenly, Israel's Iron Dome magically couldn't freaking intercept the missiles, the rockets or whatever they were, and that doesn't make any damn sense. It's like they almost like they purposely turned the system off or something. Yeah, this is hearsay. This is me thinking, brainstorming. This is not actual fact here on this stuff when I'm talking about this. Because really I have no evidence to say that Israel did it, except I know that they've admitted that they'll take out their own. And if they could take out Druze, which aren't white European Jews like them, so they don't really give a crap about them, they're expendable, would do that, it just seems like it would help Israel get an okay to go into Lebanon and start colonizing Lebanon. Excuse me, it's not colonizing, it's settling. Same fucking thing. And it's just weird because it's kind of Israel's MO. They literally did the same thing to these kids playing near a UN school that were just having fun, and it blew everybody up. And then on Hezbollah's thing, they did send things to warn them that they need to relocate. Oh no, and they put bombs on them, and then they dropped bombs on them. Sounds kind of familiar. This is the whole thing. Israel could end the war today. No, I don't want a freaking ceasefire. I don't want a 6-week ceasefire. I want a cessation of all hostilities. I want the freaking Palestinian people to have their territories and have control over their territories, to have sovereignty. This is what's been denied to them for so long. This is all they want. Sure, there will still be some hard feelings in the beginning, but let them have their own country. Like, seriously, if we know Israel's not going to give them any rights, because we know that Palestinians and Israel have no rights. So, and if they're not going to change the racist bullcrap, then we need a place for the Palestinians. And this is their land. So, and all they want little asshole pieces. It's like you've taken over everybody's, you've taken over the whole house, and then you're like, the people who are up in the attic, from here to here, this half of the attic, I really want to keep that, and then I want to keep tormenting you. Yeah, it'd make you go nuts, huh? Yeah. So, all they're doing is making sure not only that the violence won't stop, they're ensuring that generations of people now will be more susceptible to becoming terrorists because of what Israel's doing. It's just like when we decided to attack. Oh yeah, and this is not a conspiracy theory. This is true. Nowadays, we found out that the people who gave the intel to the United States about the phony thing about the weapons of mass destruction, it was Israel that did it because they wanted to start a war. And they do stuff like this, and America falls for it every time. Well, it's not like they don't know what's going on. They know everything that's going on. If I know what's going on, they know what's going on. Come on. So, where was I? Oh yeah, so, it doesn't seem like Hezbollah because Hezbollah would brag about it. They would totally brag about it. They want a war. But so they didn't do it. Nobody else is coming forward, and Israel automatically is blaming Hezbollah. So it looks like an inside job. It looks fake. It looks like a setup. Really, totally looks like a setup. So, but the whole setup thing, that's just me talking. That's just me looking at what I know, which isn't a lot, and seeing that it resembles more of an Israeli attack than anything else, because Israel loves to go after children. Well, they don't care if they're own, as long as they'll sacrifice their own people as long as they can get their agenda put through. It's the same here in the United States, but they don't. But they literally do this crap. Okay, so we'll go on to another one. This is there's actually something on here that's not about Israel. Hold on, let me make sure. Okay, I already got into that. So the thing is, so on this attack, the things that are the facts are Hezbollah said they didn't do it when they always admit it. Nobody's come forward for it. The Iron Dome was down, and they got through, and it happened to be Druze, Israeli Druze, and Druze, Druze, D-R-U-S, no, D-R-U-E-S, Druze. They're like a nomadic people. They're not even like, I don't even think they're Palestinian. They're just like a groups of people that they used to be nomadic, and they just go all over the place in like the Middle East and stuff. So, and they don't see anyone who's not a white European Jew. If you're not a white European Jew, then they don't consider you real Jews, and you have less of a, you have second-class citizenship then. Okay, so we're on to the next one. So, black woman, I think this happened a month ago, and it's just now getting on the news because his trial is probably about to go on. But anyway, the trial meaning the cop. So, all right, I got ahead of myself a little bit there. So this black woman, she calls the cops, and because she thought she heard a prowler, they do this. They go inside and they ask her for her ID, which I don't know. I don't understand why they even needed her ID. And so she says, "Oh, I better get the water off the stove." And he says, "Yeah, you don't want to fire, blah, blah, blah." They were nice to her the whole first time. And then she's going and she set it down. And for some reason, she says, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." Which for some reason made him go, "Oh, no, you better not, or I'll shoot you in the face." And then he shot her in the face. Well, no, he said, "Don't you fucking dare, or I will shoot you in your fucking face." And he did. So, I'm sure you guys have heard of it. And her name was Sonia Massey. Sonia Massey called the police on July 26th because she thought, no, that can't be right. Maybe this was okay, I guess it was like a week ago. No, that was, I guess the report. Okay, I'm mixed up here. I don't know what, I'll just skip that, I don't know. So in July at some point, or maybe it was June, I thought it was like a month ago or something. I don't know. It can't be this because that just happened, and I think this has been a while. So anyways, at some point in July, I think, recently, she called the police because she thought she saw a prowler outside her house. Everything goes fine until the police tell her to move the boiling water off the stove, and for some reason she says, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." I know I've gone over this, but does it better here. I'm better at writing stuff. So and then you hear him say, "You better not, or I will shoot you in your fucking face." He literally said, "I will fucking shoot you in your fucking face." And then he did. Okay, so the police officer in question is Sean Patrick Grayson. And after they reviewed the camera footage, which was the chest camera, I don't know what they call them, I say chest camera. The ones they have here, they're on their chest, okay? So the cameras, the guy who shot her, his was off, it was conveniently off, but his partner's wasn't. So what we hear them on there, after they reviewed this, they immediately fired him, which is wow, because usually it's more like they're suspended without leave for a while. They may eventually be fired because they're going to go to jail, but I guess it just depends. I don't know why they do some things differently. So he's been charged with a bunch of crimes, including like aggravated murder or something like that, and he's screwed. He acts like he didn't do it. It's like, you can't say you didn't do it. We literally saw you say, "I will shoot you in your fucking face," and then shoot her in her face. Because she said, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." Was he possessed or something? Like, seriously, like, he's like, the demon inside him is like, don't you rebuke me, I'm gonna kill you. Seen too many horror movies. Okay, this was the thing. Okay, so after the guy shot her, his partner says, I'll get my kit. He says, don't bother, it's a headshot, don't waste the medical stuff. And then she wasn't dead though. She died in the hospital. They delayed it. They should have immediately called an ambulance and she would have been alive, but they didn't. It's just insane. And then people wonder why black people are afraid to call the cops. Well, if this shit keeps happening where the cops keep killing black people because they're racist and the training is racist, where they literally are told that black people are more dangerous, are more prone to dangerous crime. It's a bunch of crap. And I used to think Clinton was a great president, but he did crap like that. He signed bills like that were totally racist, meanwhile playing basketball with black kids. It just doesn't mix, man. I mean, I know he's Southern and everything, but that's still no excuse. What was my point? Okay, let's get back to it. Yeah, so if she would have gotten medical attention, she probably would have survived. So I ain't got no more notes on that, but seriously, I don't know. It's not fair. It's not fair that, most likely, if I was to call the cops because I saw a prowler and I was moving things off the water, and if I said, even if I was saying I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, they probably wouldn't have shot me. But in the case of a black woman, he shoots her in the face because she says she rebukes him in the name of Jesus. Wow. Just wow. Imagine if it was the other way around. White people would go crazy if they did go crazy and throw the book at this guy. There was some guy, I forgot where it was. It's more up north. I'm not going to get into that because I don't remember what the thought was. Oh yeah, he was a Muslim and he was black. He was from, I don't know, Ethiopia or something. And he accidentally, literally accidentally, he spooked and shot this white woman. And then all of a sudden they said, we're going to give you life in prison and blah 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 over an accident. But at this point, if a white cop is, now they're starting to punish them, but at this time, if white cops were killing black people all the time and they were getting away with it, and they're still trying to. But remember, it took a lot of people, it took the formation of Black Lives Matter, which the right completely hates, in order to get justice done. Who the hell thinks it's okay for a white cop to kill a black person and get away with it, or even think that it's okay because she says something about Jesus? What the hell? I don't know. Oh yeah, and I think they're probably in Paris. They're probably, at least they're trying to they're supposed to protest every event by Israel. Oh yeah, it was yesterday. I didn't see the match because I don't know. I don't even think it would have come on regular TV. I don't have any what was it called? I don't have Peacock or something where I can see all these different events. But there was a soccer match and people in the audience booed. They booed so loud. Oh, they were playing I think it was during the national anthem thing, Israel's national anthem. There were so many people booing so loud that they had to turn the volume up on that. And then every time Israel got the ball, they booed them. That's freaking awesome. I hope they protest them everywhere. Oh yeah, do you guys hear about the trains? Somebody, so far they don't really know, and no one's come forward unless there's been updates. The dudes who cut the signal things to the trains in order to shut down the train line. I think they got a part of it. But they did enough to like really screw things up for people who were trying to go to the Olympics. I don't know who. Like, my first thought is that it must be like a French branch of Action Palestine, and or something like, is it Palestine Action or Action Palestine, where they sabotage stuff? I think they did it. Like, nobody knows. That wasn't even like when they were thinking of who might have done it. The French people didn't even think about that or nothing. They thought it was some like environmental group or some kind of like left-wing, like probably like a communist socialist people that like are serious about what they're standing up for. But I think it might be this is speculation once again, but and the fact that nobody got hurt. Now if someone got hurt, I'd be like, screw that, that's bad. But I think it's kind of I don't know how to feel. I have like mixed feelings, because it's kind of exciting that these people are like screwing up weapon systems and stuff so they are unworkable, and basically slowing down the supply of weapons to Israel. I think it's great, but I hope that I hope nobody. I mean, I don't know. I shouldn't say that I think it's great, because it's wrong. They're vandalizing stuff and that, but like at the same time, it's like, well, I mean, it's kind of like, think of the 60s. Some of those protests, and some of these groups, like, went to, did some stuff that's kind of questionable. But I mean, I don't condone this, even though I think it's cool that whoever did it shut down the train system, but not even that, but this other stuff, like they're trying to sabotage the weapons. I know it's wrong, it's against the law, and I shouldn't admire it, but I mean, as long as nobody gets hurt, it's people going to that point for what they believe in. That's what's admirable. It's not the damage and stuff and all that crap. It's the fact that they they believe in what they're standing for with all of their heart, man. And as long as like I said, as long as nobody gets hurt, then I mean, I'm not going to condemn it. Now, like the train thing, I think it was done to the point that they knew that they would not run the trains if they had no signals. So you know, it was. I believe it wasn't intended to hurt anybody, but like, I don't know. Some of that stuff's like kind of interesting, like that people did that, like having the beliefs to stand up to your beliefs by doing stuff that's kind of questionable. I mean, like, I don't know, like, look at movies, man. People like admire bad guys and stuff. I'm not saying these kids are bad guys, but crime movies. People admire in movies the criminals that do stuff, like bad stuff, right? Like Hannibal Lecter, if you're that far into it, or just like, I don't know, movies about people that were real, like some of like I don't know. Like, you know, like in the late 1800s, how people were so poor that they were even going into the 20th century, people were so tired of being poor that they kind of liked the bank robbers, who were these poor bank robbers, because they were kind of like, they were the rebels, and people admired that, and they didn't like the banks, because the banks were the reason they were so poor, because the banks, the whole money system, and like screw them over. So these poor people like looked up to these people as like underdogs, because they're so frustrated about what's going on. So it's kind of like that. It's not that I admire the things that they've done that are criminal. It's the fact that they care about they care about so much to actually do something about it. But dude, you're gonna go in jail. I hope nobody tries to mimic this stuff in the United States. No, we are a country known for guns, known for gun issues. Oh my God, they totally, like the weapons places like they have in England out here, totally armed guard, man. They would have like mercenary armed guard motherfuckers there. So don't do that shit. Don't go in there and try to dismantle weapons and shit in the United States. They will hurt you, even kill you. So it ain't like it is in the UK or whatever. So, I mean, don't do that. And that's not even I say altogether, just don't do shit like that. That's not the way to go about it. I mean, they've gotten to the point that I'm sure this is what's happened, is people have gotten to the point that they realized what they were doing wasn't helping, so they decided to do drastic stuff. And don't do that. All it does is make us look bad. I know, I'm not really you, because I'm just some idiot. What am I doing? I'm sitting here talking about crap in my living room. I'm not doing anything. But, I mean, peace, man. We gotta keep peace. We gotta keep the peace. I mean, y'all need somebody to tell you that. I mean, it was Martin Luther King told all the protesters that, look, you got to do this in a non-violent way. And you got to realize he knew that it would work, because he was doing the same thing that Gandhi did. He was starting a movement. He was part of a movement, but he was letting that movement know that, look, we can do this effectively without the use of violence. And that's what I'm going to say here. Even we can do this without doing crimes. Committing crimes. You can do this shit without committing crimes. I mean, like, serious ones. It's not, you shouldn't be dismantling weapon systems. But come on, let's figure a way. There's got to be a way. Come on, let's get our minds together. Some of these protesters, y'all have to have, and some of you guys commenting out there, maybe having your own show or something, like YouTube or something, just think about it. Just like, y'all, everybody can come together and figure out ways to stop the U.S. and other countries sending weapons to Israel. What can we do legally, and maybe even at a legal thing, like even pursuing some kind of, I don't know, like lawsuit, even though that one lawsuit against the government has been vetoed. Let's try it again. Why not? Let's get that going in every state, every freaking state. They can't turn them all down. I mean, really, because this, I'm not even going to call it a war anymore, because it's a slaughter. It's a slaughter of innocents. And I'm not going to say crap about October 7th. I'm not going to sit here and have to apologize for something that has nothing to do with me, and what that is only being used in order to justify the murder of innocent people, the slaughter of children, they literally, freaking Israel's military guys, they sicked a dog, an attack dog, on a man who was severely mentally handicapped. He had severe Down syndrome, and he couldn't even take care of himself. And they were told constantly by his mother, he is disabled. Keep the dog away from him. He's disabled. These are cold-blooded killers, and it's not a war because no one's fighting back. It's not war. A war is two countries and militaries fighting each other, not one country slaughtering the other group of people that aren't even part of the same organization. They're not Hamas. They have nothing to do with that. These people just want to be left alone. They want to be able to live their life and have minimum comforts. They want to give them their damn internet back. Give them things, let them have enjoyment in their lives. And just leave them alone, man. This is what I'm saying to Israel. You guys want peace and security, then let them have their little plots of land. Let them have their crappy little Gaza Strip and the West Bank and East Jerusalem. Let them have that. Let them have self-determination. It'll be a little rough at the beginning, but you want peace and security, that is the best way to peace and security. I've got to get off of here because, like always, I ramble on like more than what I was intending to. So, like, hey man, so It's been another episode of Chris Speaks. I'm your host, Chris Thompson, and I'm mad as hell, and I'm not going to take it anymore. And neither should you. Alright, I'm out. Well, I won't till I find this. Okay, I'm out. See you guys later.